Hey, this is Nikki the Analyst, and today we are going to make a coffee machine. And you're like, well, what kind of coffee machine? Kind that you'll see like, I don't know, like normally like at a hospital, and then you put a couple coins in there and get a little cup of coffee. You'll see those in there in break room. So um, this is the completed code. We're gonna run through it one time, and then we're gonna recreate it. You know, so you know what what the end game is gonna be. So this is gonna be a long one. Okay, it's gonna be a doozy. Okay, let's run coffee. And I actually changed up the code here. So you know how much the coffee costs ahead of time, and you'll see why that comes into place later. So we want a latte, right? We got to insert some coins. A latte is $2.50. So let's have 4 quarters. Okay. And let's just say we have 4 quarters. We have 10 dimes. And we have 5 nickels. And we got 10 pennies. Oh my gosh, that's not enough to get a coffee. So right there we had what, $1, $2, $2.25, and $2.35. So we're short. We cannot get coffee, and our machine, it's refunded us our money. So let's actually try this again. And we got to make sure we spell things correctly. Let's get an espresso. Okay, espresso. Okay, let's put in the same information. So we got 4 quarters, we got 10 dimes, we got 5 nickels, we got 10 pennies. What? We can get an espresso, enjoy it. So that's where we're at. And that's how we're going to end it right there. We're not going to, add anything else because this is, this is just going to be a continuing loop. So now that you got the gist of what we're doing, let's get to building this. And so this is what we are going to do. We're going to keep the menu part. The menu, this is curly brackets. Oh, I forgot already. Curly brackets are the dictionary. So we have an embedded, let me confirm that because I don't want to say the wrong things. Dictionary. That's what Google's for. So sorry. I should have wrote this before, wrote it down in my notes. Yes, I was right. Curly brackets are a dictionary. So we have a dictionary that has a list inside of it. So here we go. Got our dictionary of items. So we're gonna leave that there. No point into retyping that. We went over that in previous videos, but a lot of things come around and we'll go through it again. And this is just telling you the resources it needs for the water. I mean, for the coffee, water, milk, coffee, and that's another something we're going to do too. So we'll come back to that one later. So let's get rid of all that stuff. All right. I'm not sure you pay attention, but we deleted a lot of things. So let's get started. And I think I told you from the original code that I'm recreating, it didn't have the price list, but I wanted the price list there because why would I put random machines in a coin? I mean, random coins in a machine. I don't know how much I'm putting in there to get what I need. Doesn't make sense to me, right? Let's go ahead and start. And here we go. And we're going to start off with the function process coins. Okay. All right. And we talked about putting notes. So let's just pretend we're creating this and we got to show this to maybe a coworker. Maybe this is a school project and you're doing your part of the project and give it to one of your classmates. So let's put a note what this is. So we're going to put returns the total calculated from coins inserted. It's good to know what we're doing. I think in the real world, This is something you would do. That's, it's normal. Okay. Actually, why do we don't need all that. We just need only one hash. So, boom. Actually, I was probably wondering why. Can I keep that there? Hold on. My notes has a little different. There we go. Oh. You know what? We'll just hash it out. It'll be easier if it runs us an error, which I do see. Oh, what's it telling us to do? We'll leave it there. Let's just move on. We got a lot to go. All right, so this is a function, so we want to make sure everything is, it's probably why it's doing that. There you go. That's what it was. It wasn't indented correctly. All right, so it's going to print. Remember, we print a statement. Please insert coins, right? You gotta insert your coins. So total equals int. It's integer. Oh, there's got a little parentheses happy. Input. So remember the first question we asked, how many quarters? So I spell quarters. Question mark. There you go. And whatever you get, we're going to add in some math. There you go. So, there you go. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not spell quarters. There we go. All right. And our next total. Plus input. No, how many times? How many times? How much is a dime worth these days? 10 cents? That was a joke. Okay. The next is going to be, sure. Let me capitalize that. That was nice. Input. Yep. We're going to do nickels next. How many nickels? Nickels, oh, not plus, times 5. And we're going to do a couple of these functions, and you're going to see all come together later. So part of the reason why I wanted to do this, go before, show what the end product is before, so you can see what we're typing out, see what the end goal is. Has, learning more in Python, keeping up. I think we're a little advanced now. We can do things a little different sometimes. Okay. Pennies worth 1 cent. And then we're going to return a total. There we go. All right. Now let's get out of that function. So this function is transaction successful, money received. Ooh, received is one of those words I always, it's I before E except after C. Right. Drink costs. So we know what we're talking about. So we're going to put another note here. So return when payment is accepted if money is insufficient. Okay. No, because I said, somebody wants to come back and look at our work. Like, what are you writing? Sometimes people know, sometimes we don't, but as I'm learning and you're learning with me, things are going to get more complex. And yes, so want to keep put notes. So I'm not sure if you know how to code in other languages. Not Python, SQL, which someone told me that is not a coding language, that is a database language. But in SQL, you put notes, like what did you do here? So if money received, see, money received, there you go. Money received is greater than drink cost. There we go. I got a little, what is this spread squiggly for? What do you want? Oh, okay, gotta keep typing. Okay. We're just gonna ignore that for now. Remember the right squigglies, those are not your friends. Round, money received, minus drink. Oh, come on, go ahead, drink cost. And then we're going to print here is money sign. I'm going to put some curly brackets, change, and change. And global profit. Remember, some of the stuff we will come back to in a later video because this is actually kind of a combination of a couple different things, and didn't want to give you like a long video tonight. AKA, I didn't want to record a super long video. So we finished our if statement. So let's do else. We should be pretty well versed with that by now. Sorry, so this if you have the money, that's what happens. If you do not, our else statement, you get this message. That's not enough money refunded. Okay. That's good. Good. There we go. Okay, I'm like, remember, capitalizations mean things. Okay. We do not need okay. And we will make coffee. Okay, yep, and we will keep this one in. Right, make coffee, because we gotta make coffee. Sorry, looking at my notes over here, like I said, this is a mixture of a couple different things. And sometimes I leave things out because I want to practice some more on my own. So I can, explain them. But constantly learning. If you are done learning, that's not good. You should never be done learning. Okay. We will actually leave that hashtag out because that will make sense for what we're doing. Or item or ingredients. Okay. And this is a for loop. Sources. Brackets. terminates our brackets. Item. We have a print statement. What? Here is your I might have to go back and add a couple of things in here, but we'll focus on that later. Okay, so is on equals true. We see, all right, while is on, okay, choice equals the input. And remember, input, that means you're going to be asked to put something in there. What would you like? What? And I am so worried that I'm not going to spell this correctly. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this over. And you're going to be asked, paste. And you're going to be asked, do you want an espresso, latte, or cappuccino? Okay, if choice is just going on. And we're going to have our elif. Actually, we do not need to put in, actually, so we're changing this up a bit. I think, you know, we're going to go, I'm just going to copy and paste this part in here, but this isn't part of what we're doing, but it's part of the overall code. And I forgot which part, if I don't put in there, it may cause problems. So we will go ahead and put this in here, but we'll be going over this in another video. That's why you got to watch the videos. Sometimes they're continuations of other things that I have reviewed. So it's going to paste that. Hold on. And I think we're going to add something else in here, because if not, it's going to give errors. So don't worry about this. We're going to come back to this later. So right now, take a drink of water and just ignore what I'm putting in. All right, so let's go ahead and run our machine. Run coffee. Oh, stop for rerun. Ooh, we have an error. Let's go down to line 70. What is it saying? Oh, I think I know what it might be. So it's a make coffee. So actually, you know, let's pretend I don't have, you know, the answer right next to me. So for the for in loop, you know, I think it's telling me I need this. All right, let's start working on debugging things ourselves. When I say that, I'm talking to myself. So let's go to line 80. What's going on there? Okay. Yeah, because this is what we added in. So let me see. I copy and pasted this. So hold on. Okay, so it's fun part of copying and pasting things in. So we have our choice. If choice equals off is on is false. Else if choice. Okay. Oh, that was obvious. Indentation. Because I did copy and paste this over. So let's make sure all of this is where it's supposed to be. There we go. So let's get a cappuccino this time. We'll just say we have 10 quarters. All right. So let's look at our code. Something messed up. Line 89. If transaction successful, payment, drink, cost. Name, transaction successful, not defined. Okay, let's go back and look at this. It's not really line 89 because did we not define that? All right, so thought we did. So that might be a spelling is transaction successful. So let's copy this because this might be spelled something incorrectly. So let's paste. Okay, let's run that again and see what happens. So we did cappuccino last time. And, it's good that, what we created, oops, that was my bad. I was supposed to put numbers. So, sorry, my hand moved too fast. Okay, let's run this again. But this is actual coding. Like when you're working in lines of code, it is not always smooth sailing. There'll be times when you're like, what? And see, here we go. So now it works. Sorry, that's not enough money. Money is refunded. So let's get a latte. Oops, I got 10 quarters. And since I got 10 of everything. Oh, see, it worked. See, it worked. And we worked through some of our own debugging issues. So, in other videos, you've seen something that's wrong, and sometimes you figure it out quickly. Sometimes you gotta do some Google. So thank you for taking your time to make a coffee machine with me. It is late for me. I will not be having coffee. I will probably be having some nice tea and calling it a night. But thank you, and come back for the next video.